Okay.
So now we don't need to touch that again. And now, when you call someone's name, they'll say main jail, Conti, Pauline. Push the appropriate button, and you'll see the picture.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
If you have any trouble, just say, Rick, I need you, and I'll be right next door.
Thank you, Rick. Appreciate it. Okay. Until we hear from hear otherwise, I'm just going to start going through the list. So, good morning, everyone. I am Judge Benson. We are here for initial appearance hearings. I have two roles today. I'm going to determine whether or not there's probable cause, and then determine whether or not determine your bond or release conditions, if any. I'm going to appoint the Public Defender's Office conditionally for these hearings this morning, unless I hear otherwise from private counsel. And we'll just start with, first I believe we'll start with those of you who are charged with a domestic violence case. I'm going to tell you that if you're charged with a domestic violence case, you're going to be ordered to have no contact with the alleged victim in the case. That means that you cannot contact the alleged victim, and that if the alleged victim contacts you, you are to immediately tell that person, I am not allowed to talk to you until you go before a judge and get this no contact order lifted, okay? So when I say no contact, that does not mean that the victim has the right to waive my order. I have ordered no contact, and until the judge who's assigned to your case lifts that no contact order, you cannot talk to, have someone else talk to, write letters to, send emails to, have any contact in any way with that other person, even if they're the ones that say that they want to have contact. Now, having said that, let's start with Elizabeth Rowry, R-O-W-R-Y. Where is she?
President Maine, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Rowry, good morning. I have reviewed your probable cause affidavit, and I find that there is probable cause in the case. You are going to be on pretrial. That means that the sheriff has found that you qualify for pretrial. So I'm going. Oh, I'm sorry. It says pretrial. I'm so sorry. I take that back, Ms. Rowry. Your bond is $2,500, and you are to have no contact with Eric Montalvo. Okay, thank you.
Your Honor, on Ms. Rowry, I would object to finding probable cause just because this is a cross arrest.
Yes,
the
sir?
Alleged victim was also arrested. You're going to see him later on this morning.
I know. I've read the probable cause affidavit, and I note your objections, and I overrule them, and I find probable cause. Sure. Next to Ms. Holly Ann Elwell. E-L-W-E-L-L.
President Maine, Your Honor.
The victim is present and would like to address you.
Okay. Yes.
Even the juvenile, doesn't have anything over there.
Yeah, I do. I'm so sorry. All right, and your name is, sir?
Daniel Coppell.
Mr. Coppell. Let me make sure you are the listed. Yes, sir. K-O-P-P-E-L-E?
Correct.
Good morning, Mr. Coppell.
Morning.
What would you like to say, sir?
Holly and I share responsibility with an animal that has medical issues. I would like there to be not to have a no contact order. We live together. We share responsibilities. This is a big misunderstanding. I'm gonna hire a lawyer, and I'm not going to be a witness in this case, so this is kind of a waste of time in my opinion.
Okay, I'm going to find probable cause. I understand the concerns, and I'm going to order that she not have any contact with you until further order of the court, and that she not come into any contact with firearms. Thank you very much, sir. Okay.
Just have a seat, sir. I'll be right with you. I'll go over everything.
And Judge, the bond?
The bond is $2,500.
I'll be right with you.
Jacqueline Carrasco.
That's North Broward, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. North Broward, which is here. Ms. Carrasco. Good morning. Good morning. I find probable cause in your case. I order that you have no contact with the victim in the case, who is Mr. Ronaldo Rodriguez, and that you have no contact with any firearms. You're prohibited from contact with any firearms in the case.
Your Honor, the listed victim is present and would like to address.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Really, she didn't assault me or strike me or any. She didn't hit me.
what happened was I was trying to get my things out of the house, my PlayStation and stuff, and what happened was she was standing in the way and ripped my shirt, and I called the cops just because I just wanted to get my things out of the house. Okay, but she didn't do anything to me.
All right, sir. I appreciate your.
We have 5 pit bull puppies in the house, and that's why I have scratches on me and stuff.
Okay.
I just want that on record.
Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, sir.
Just have a seat, I'll be right with you.
Vanessa Cintron.
You come out North
Yes.
Broward, you're done.
I ordered $2,500 bond. No contact, no firearms.
Think so.
Vanessa Cintron.
North
Yes,
Broward?
good morning.
Okay, good morning, Ms. Cintron. You are charged with touchers of battery, domestic violence charge. I order bond in the amount of $2,500 and that you have no contact with Rodolfo Marrero Rivera. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Carl Tracy.
President Maine, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you. Carl Tracy. Good morning, Mr. Tracy. You are charged with battery and domestic violence. I find probable cause. I set your bond at $2,500, and I order that you have no contact with Mela Tracy. Thank you, sir. Eric Montalvo. I believe this is the other party in the cross arrest. Is that correct?
Correct, Your Honor. I'm asking for a photo order for Mr. Montalvo.
Yes, sir. I will sign it immediately. Good morning, Mr. Montalvo. You are charged with misdemeanor battery, domestic violence. I find probable cause for misdemeanor battery. I order that your bond is $2,500 and that you have no contact with Elizabeth Rowry. Thank you, sir.
Again, Your Honor, I'm objecting to probable cause in this case. As it was a cross arrest, I would argue that it's disorderly conduct instead of the domestic violence.
Thank you very much, sir. Over your objections, I find probable cause. Diosod Omeneh, O-M-E-N-I-H.
Yes. He's present in Maine. He declined the services of the public defender.
Okay, Mr. Omeneh, I find you are charged with battery. I find probable cause for misdemeanor battery. Your bond is $2,500, and you are to have no contact with Marche Roberts. Thank you, sir. James Carter. No. Gregory Greiken. I don't know where I got James Carter. Oh, James.
President Maine, Your Honor.
Okay.
He also declined the services of the public defender.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Greiken.
Good morning.
You are charged with violation of an injunction that was issued against you in December of this year. I find probable cause for the violation of that injunction. I set your bond at $25,000. I order that you be on an electronic monitor and that you're not able to leave your house except for work until further order of this court. I reinforce
Excuse me, I did not.
You
This is
cannot
impossible.
have contact with Thomas Brown. You were previously ordered not to have contact with Thomas Brown.
I'm so sorry. This was not what I expected.
Thank you, sir. Next, Nicholas Campbell. Okay. Nicholas Campbell.
Excuse me, Your Honor, the one before that, Mr. Gregory, is it $2,500?
Medical reset, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am. Nicholas Campbell, do we have?
A medical reset, Your Honor.
Oh, thank you, sir. So I'll see him tomorrow, I take it? Okay. Jermaine Roskinonis.
That's also a medical reset, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, sir. You get these back. Andrea Sky, S-K-H-Y.
President Maine, Your Honor.
Okay, this is the Brown. Yeah. Ms. Sky, good morning. You are charged with misdemeanor battery. I find probable cause. Your bond is $1,000, and you are to have no contact with Camille Williams. Thank you.
Your Honor,
What?
Ms. Sky is unable to afford any bond, I would ask for her to be released on non-monetary conditions.
Will pretrial release accept Ms. Sky? Did you take a look at her? We're going to put you on recall, Ms. Sky, and pretrial release is going to take a look at your situation. You want this back?
Thank you.
I should keep it. Nicole Davis.
That's North Broward, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, sir. Nicole Davis.
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Davis, you missed court on a misdemeanor. What says the state regarding, oh, it's a petty theft? What say you state on Ms. Davis? Whose misdemeanor, whose case is this? What judge?
Hollywood. Miss Miller.
Oh, Ms. Terry Ann Miller. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And several prior thefts.
Okay. Here's our problem, Ms. Davis, is that if you are convicted or withheld on more than 2 petty thefts, it becomes a felony. And you can go to prison for 5 years. And I am not inclined to look at your case, because my understanding is you might find yourself in that situation. So you need to come up with $500 and bond out of jail, okay?
There's no way I could get released on my own account. That's what Terry Ann Miller normally she normally goes with.
No, she's the one that set the bond. I'm not going to disturb her bond.
I know, but normally when the judges call her, she allows them to ROR me because it's a Hollywood satellite case.
I'm deeply concerned that you know her procedures. I want you to go before Judge Miller as soon as possible to address this matter. Can somebody make sure?
That's what the problem is. They said it's a catch-22. They said that I cannot get to the Hollywood courthouse. I've gone through this. I've been stuck in jail before because of this over 60 days. That's why I'm telling you I know what they do.
I again am deeply concerned that you know the process of the situation.
Because I had to sit 60 days last time.
Okay, so your bond is $500, Ms. Davis. You're going to have to call somebody to bond out of jail or go before Judge Miller. Deborah Humphrey.
She bonded, Your Honor.
Oh, great. Okay. Do I just put a line across this?
So did I, right?
I did. Sure. Angela Joseph.
Let's go. That's North Broward, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, sir. Angela Joseph. Good morning, Ms. Joseph. You are charged with, good morning, possession of cocaine and violation of probation. You will be going before your judge. Your bond is $1,000 on the cocaine. You have no bond on the violation of probation and the violation of community control. Those are under case number 16-3305 and 16-3305 CF10A. You will be going before your judge in Division FC on May the 3rd. I believe that's Wednesday at 8:30 in the morning. Thank you very much.
And Judge, do PC...
Heaven Jones.
Judge, on...
You will be going before your judge. Heaven Jones.
President Maine, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Judge, on Angela Joseph, PC on the first count?
Yes, I do find PC. Thank you, Madam. Heaven Jones.
President Maine, Your Honor.
Ms. Jones, good morning. You are charged with grand theft of an automobile. I do find probable cause on the charge, and your bond is $1,000. Roxy
Thank you, Your Honor.
Buford.
President Maine, Your Honor. She declined the services of the public defender.
All right, thank you, sir. Ms. Buford, good morning. You are charged with possession of Mr. Buford. Ms. Buford.
Miss Buford.
Sorry, Ms. Buford. I apologize.
That's okay.
You are charged with possession of drug paraphernalia and tampering with evidence. I do find probable cause. Your bond is $1,000. Thank you.
Thank you.
Stacy Williams.
President Maine, Your Honor.
Okay, great. Ms. Williams, you should be getting out presently. Your husband has posted bond for you.
Thank you.
Thank you, and have a nice weekend. Oh, let me give you this. What's going on with PTR and Sky? You're still waiting? Okay. All right, no problem. Ashley Duran, D-O-R-A-N.
North Broward? North
Broward?
Broward?
Great. Good morning, Ms. Duran. You are charged with driving while license suspended, failure to wear a safety belt, and you have also got a felony capias in case number 16-11112 CF10A. I do find probable causes to all counts, and you are set for status before your judge on May the 3rd at 8:30 a.m. Thank you, ma'am.
Does Your Honor want to sua sponte revoke her bond?
No, yeah, I would leave her. She's got her own issues with her BOP. Okay. Sonia Cicero.
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 North Broward.
Okay. Good morning, Miss Cicero. You are charged with offering for a lewd act and probation violations in 2 cases, 16-14105 CF10A and 17-172 CF10A. I do find probable cause, and you have a VOP hearing on May the 3rd at 9 a.m. And yes, I would revoke the bond on the offer, considering she's got 2 different cases. So I'll revoke that bond. It's a no bond. I'll leave it to the judge. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. The offering oh, I'm sorry. Great. I saw. Right.
Oh, look at me.
Right, and I'm revoking on 1. No? Okay, great. I'll leave it. Okay.
Wait, there is a bond. No,
She's got 2 felonies.
But they gave a bond on the agree to secure the lewd act. So if you revoke that, she won't be able.
I don't think she'd get out anyway. I'll leave it.
Okay.
I don't want to make more paperwork for anyone. I don't think there's any chance she's gonna. Okay, Brittany Knight.
North Broward, she's a medical reset.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yes, Brittany Knight. Guerda Dauphin, Dauphin.
A medical reset, Your Honor.
Okay. Tanya Dorr.
North Broward.
Okay. Good morning, Ms. Dorr.
Good morning.
You are charged with, you're charged with having failed to appear before Judge Usan. He has set a no bond hold on you as to case numbers 17-2451. And so I will leave his bond. You do have a bond of $10,000 on the battery on a person 65 years or older. Is that correct? Yes, ma'am. Oh. Okay, well I'm going to, The previous bond was $5,000. All right. On everything?
On count 1.
Okay. I'm going to set the bond at $5,000 on count 1, robbery, no weapon. I will set the bond at $5,000 on count 2, resisting with violence. I will set, what? Set.
1 and 3 needs the bond only.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. So 1 and 3. Then I'll set the bond at $5,000 on robbery by sudden snatching and leave Judge Usan's bond at $10,000 on battery on a person. Is that correct?
Yes.
Am I doing the right thing?
That's. No, they changed the charge on count 1 from robbery, sudden snatching to robbery, no weapon. Count
2 is.
Count 2, resisting without violence.
No, with violence is what I have.
Let me. I'm checking right now.
Just a second, Ms. Dorr. We're trying to decipher it. Okay, great.
Okay.
Here, that's not. Is yours the same? Because mine's kind of funky the way it's typed.
Yes.
It
Judge,
looks
there's.
like somebody typed it up separately.
It's what no info was the robbery, sudden snatching count. And the resisting without violence was no info. So
no info.
What's left is the robbery, no weapon.
Just 1 and 4.
No. Robbery, no weapon. Robbery, sudden snatching. Battery on a person over 65 and resisting. They all got filed.
Oh, okay. So we're back to where I was. I'm gonna set the
I'm gonna print this out for you,
Okay.
because I will tell you, it is confusing, because on the top it says no info, but then it says that it was, so.
Okay. Can somebody tell me a little bit about how Judge Usan set this bond on count 4 at 10,000? Was it, has she been in jail and it's a change of charge? Or did she miss court? Or does anybody know why we're here? And is she PD, a PD client? Ms. Dorr? Tanya Dorr? Ms. Dorr?
Yes.
Have you been in jail since the date of your arrest, or did you miss court?
I've been in jail, but but I was in another county. I probably had it.
Okay, so you were brought here from another county on a hold?
Yes.
She capious on April 24th. It was a capious.
But she was in custody in another county. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
Right. Have you?
Okay, yeah, I don't have
but
that.
maybe in another jurisdiction?
Right, that's
'Cause
right. I
see
don't have that,
capious to
sorry.
all singular sheriffs
So
of
tell
Florida.
her. So Judge, resisting without violence and the robbery by sudden snatching was no info by the state.
Okay.
So if you want to leave count 1, robbery, no weapon, 5,000, and the battery on 65 or over 10,000.
Yes.
That would be great.
Okay, so Ms. Dorr, you just got here. Where is she? Can somebody bring Ms. Dorr back? Hey, Ms. Dorr, did you just...
Sorry, Your Honor.
Yes,
There you go.
okay. We're going to set your bond. You have 2 counts. You have a strong arm robbery, which is $5,000, and you have a battery, which is 10. So your bond is $15,000, okay? Have you been to court with Judge Usan yet?
No.
Okay, so we need to get her before Judge Usan. Can someone help me with that to make sure she goes? She's gonna go, Judge. Okay. Judge Usan's very efficient. You'll get in front of him next week, okay? And get it squared away about your public defender, all right?
Okay.
All right. So you'll be before him next week, and your bond is $15,000, and I find PC, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Take care.
Yeah.
Okay. Versace Burgess.
President Maine, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Burgess. Good morning, Mr. Burgess. You've been charged with trespass in a conveyance. Your bond is $100, and I find probable cause. Okay, sir?
Your Honor, Mr. Burgess cannot make bond. I'm asking for him to be released on his own recognizance.
That's denied.
Is there any way Mr. Burgess can resolve this case today?
What says the state?
Judge, his priors are leaving the scene of an accident and burglary of a dwelling.
Okay, and he's 19. Okay.
It looks like...
Burgess, I really am reticent to do that because the trespass might end up in felony land if you get another one. What says PTR on Mr. Burgess?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a misdemeanor charge, Your Honor. It's more to be on our program to be it. His charge is a misdemeanor. We do not recommend.
You do. Okay.
This type of charge, Your Honor.
Okay.
But it's up to Your Honor's discretion.
Okay. Mr. Burgess?
Judge.
Where'd he go?
He's present, Your Honor. He's right here.
Mr. Burgess, what is your address?
264 Southwest 5th Court, Deerfield Beach.
How long have you lived there?
For about 5 years.
Are you working?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm going to put you on pretrial release, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just concerned about pleading you out to this case because trespass, if you have multiple trespasses, you can result in a felony just for, just for hanging out somewhere and they told you to leave.
And Judge, I'm going to ask for a GPS monitor with it. He has several felony priors.
Well, he's got a burglary. He's 19. He's got a burglary, and what was the other one?
Leaving the scene of an accident.
Are you going to waive the fees for his monitor? Or?
Yeah, I'll waive the fees for his monitor. You've got to be on a monitor if you get out, okay?
So it's bond and $100 bond, Your
I'm gonna ROR him. ROR him and put him on a monitor. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Burgess. All right. Okay. Willie Neely?
President Maine, Your Honor.
Mr. Neely, you've got a capias for an ordinance violation. Well, I don't know what the ordinance was. Does anybody know? Does anyone know what the ordinance was?
Let me just pull it up.
Probably. Mr. Neely, you know what this ordinance was?
It was just walking through a gas station parking lot.
Like, no, not lately. They're saying this was an old, that they picked you up on an old capias. Was it?
I have the PC, Judge. You want me to
Okay.
print it out for you?
If you just tell me what it was.
It's, hold on. It's 6 pages.
What?
Hold on. Yeah, it was a alcoholic beverage.
Okay, Mr. Neely, they said it's an open container. Mr. Neely, they said it was an open container.
Yeah, probably so, yeah.
Okay, so I'll time serve you on this, but you're gonna have an adjudication, which means you have a record of a conviction on it, which is
Yes, ma'am.
now you have a right to have a trial, you have a right to have discovery, you have a right to have people, have a jury determine whether or not you're guilty. Do you want to waive all that?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to adjudicate you and give you time served, okay?
Yes.
You take care, sir. You should get out today, all right?
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Where do I sign? Can we pull Hope? Can we pull Andrea Hope Sky, SKHI? I think that PTR is willing to accept her, right? No?
No, you're
She's
not.
still present.
The recommendation, have her charge she has is battery charge. She doesn't offer a trial, but it's up to the discretion of the
Okay.
She doesn't have any priors.
Okay. Ms. Sky?
Yes, Your Honor.
We're going to place you on pretrial release, okay? That means
Okay.
you have to check in every so often.
Standard, Your Honor?
Yes, standard. You have to check in with your
Graham.
pretrial release officer. Now, Ms. Sky, the thing that's going to get you put back in jail is if you are accused of coming into contact with Camille Williams. You understand? You're not allowed to have any contact with Ms. Williams.
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
I don't know what the situation is, whether or not you all are roommates or live together or work together, but you're going to have to get a different job if you work with her. You're going to have to get a different place to live if you live with her. Do you understand?
Your Honor, just the one situation, it's the alleged victim is the caretaker of the mother of Miss Sky. Miss Sky's items, her belongings are in that house. So,
Okay,
so I don't
you're
know
gonna-
if,
You have
I don't
to
know
get
if
a
Your Honor needs...
police escort
Okay.
to get your stuff out of there. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, counsel. I
It's okay.
apologize. So
It's
what
okay.
you're going to do is when you get out, you're going to call the police and say, I have a no contact order. Will you go over there with me to get my stuff? And you're not going to get everything you've ever owned in your life. You're going to be over there for a half an hour and get your toothbrush and your stuff and get away. And you know, this case will be over at some point, but until that happens, you need to stay away from Ms. Williams, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
She does understand this, right, counsel?
Do you understand? Come tell the judge.
Judge, are you RORing her or bond?
PTR.
Okay.
Yes.
I understand, Your Honor.
Okay, because if you don't, we'll just have you bond out and figure it out that way, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Delvin Metz.
President Maine, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Metz, good morning, sir. You are charged with capias on case number 17-1115 MM40A. It's a trespass case. I do find probable cause to detain you. And you're going to go before your judge as soon as they find out about this.
Your Honor, Mr. Metz cannot afford bond. He does work construction. He lives in Broward. He lives with his sister. He was wanting to resolve this today, potentially.
Well, I don't know. I see a great deal of activity on Mr. Metz's behalf. State, I have attached to my PC, it looks like some sort of printout that I'm having trouble making heads or tails of. Can you help me with that?
Sure. I have the notice to appear. I'm printing now. Do you have that?
I have this. I have the capias, but then I show something out of Miami. Do you see this? Some sort of pickup regarding dangerous drugs. You see that? It's the second to the last page of my packet. And then I see another one. Warrant out of from July of 2013. Do you see that?
No, I don't think I have what you have. Can I see that? Yeah, I don't have that. This is the notice to appear on the trespass.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. I think you have a warrant out of Miami, Mr. Metz, and I'm loath to resolve your case, and then you end up, it ends up to your detriment when you get to Miami. So I don't think I'm going to work your case out. You'll go before your judge, okay?
No problem.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Metz. This is for you. Michael Wilburn? Mr. Wilburn?
That's no problem, Your Honor.
Yes, thank you, sir. You've got it. You're here on a capias for a driver license suspension. Do you want to resolve this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You know, if you have 2 or more driver license suspension, you can be charged with felony driver license suspension. Which means you could go to prison.
I didn't know my license was suspended at the time, ma'am.
Okay. Well, we need to get that straightened out. You need to make sure that the driver's license bureau has your correct address, and you need to come down here. Oh, looks like you're not paying your fines. You have an indefinite suspension from 2012 for failure to pay your traffic fines. Now, you need to come down. Where do you live, sir?
1417 Northwest 12th Street,
Here
Fort
in
Lauderdale.
Okay, sir. You need to come down
Yes,
here
ma'am.
to the new courthouse and go to the clerk's office and
Yes, ma'am.
figure out what your fines are and get them paid, okay? I am
Yes, ma'am.
going to... I'm going to withhold adjudication and put you on probation for 1 day and give you... And now your time is served. How can I want to withhold adjudication. I don't want to adjudicate him. Okay. So I'm going to say it again. Okay. How are you working right now?
No, ma'am.
Okay. How are we going to get these fines paid?
We'll get them paid $10 at a time, or $5 at a time.
I'm going to give you 6 months to get your fines paid, but if you're making a good effort, I'm going to see that, you know. I don't know how much they are. Does anybody know the number he needs to, how much?
Well, for this case that you're taking care of is $293.
Okay, so you owe $293 just for getting stopped. $293. And then on top of that, you're going to owe for these delinquent fees. It's going to be hard. You can't drive, and you cannot drive your car. You're going to have to get somebody to drive you or get on the bus or do something besides drive your car. I know it's hard to get around.
Yes, ma'am.
But you have to help me, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
You know how much? You know how much fines is and all?
No, that's why I want you to come on down to the courthouse and they'll
Okay.
tell you. Just sit,
Yes,
you know,
ma'am.
bring your lunch, get ready to sit and find out how to get through all this, all right?
Okay. All right.
All right, so tell me what I'm doing. I'm taking judicial notice of
Withhold court costs, judicial notice of time served.
Thank you. I'm going to withhold court costs and take judicial notice of the time you've served, and I'm going to withhold adjudication. No more points.
Thank you.
All right. Take care now.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful
Thank you,
weekend.
you too.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.
Donald Skinner.
President Maine, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Donald Skinner.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Skinner. Apparently you can't
Good
stay
morning.
away from this store. You're charged with petty theft and trespass with the same store, the Publix. Your bond is $100 on the petty theft and the ROR on the trespass, and I do find probable cause, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Stephen Howard.
President Maine, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Howard. You are charged with unlawful use of name in case number 15-7344 MM10A. Your bond is $250. I do find probable cause. You will be going before your judge for a status conference on May the 8th at 2 p.m. Thank you, sir. Vaughn Kinninger.
President Maine, Your Honor. This is a municipal ordinance. My
Right.
office does not represent him.
I see. Okay. Good morning, Mr. Kinninger. You're charged with soliciting on the roadway in violation of a municipal ordinance up here on Sunrise. Your bond is $25. Okay.
Good morning, Judge. I would like to resolve this today if I could.
Okay, well, the problem is you do not have counsel, and I'm loath to resolve a case without counsel. Do we have a lawyer?
I would waive counsel on this simple ordinance trespass. I was,
Okay.
I'm not gonna,
Is soliciting
I would
one of those charges that
I would-
results? Just a minute. I thank you, sir. I just want to ask a question of state soliciting is an MO. You can't. No. All right. I'm going to adjudicate you and give you time served, sir. Do you You're saying you waive counsel, you waive a trial,
yes,
you waive a jury,
yes.
waive an appeal?
I waive all.
Okay.
I waive everything.
Thank you very much.
Time served?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
Christopher Dibble.
President Maine, Your Honor. Mr. Dibble cannot afford any monetary bond. Mr. Dibble would like to resolve this case today if possible.
Okay, Mr. Dibble, this is another trespass, so can I take judicial notice of his court time and withhold adjudication?
Judge, you can at your discretion. However, he has 4 prior trespasses: a solicitation of prostitution, a petty theft, a possession of cocaine.
Yeah.
So I mean, I would.
Yeah, Mr. Dibble, even if I withhold adjudication, the state can start charging you with felonies on this, which is 5 years in prison. Have you been told that before, sir?
Yes,
You have?
Your Honor.
Okay. You have to stay away from this Dunkin' Donuts, or else you're going to keep getting in trouble. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. You want me to take judicial notice of your court time? I mean, your jail time, and withhold adjudication, waive the court costs?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have a chance to talk to your counsel about this?
I don't want no counsel either.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Then that's my sentence. Good luck to you. We good? Okay. Robert McKeon.
Your Honor, Mr. McKeon is present. He is 66 years old. He cannot afford any monetary bond. I would ask for him to either be released on his own recognizance, or Mr. McKeon, in the alternative, would want to resolve his case today.
Judge, he has 14 prior thefts, so I'd ask that the bond be higher, and if he can't afford bond, at the very least, put him on pretrial.
Do you have a place to live, Mr. McKeon?
Pretrial for me, Ronald.
Say it again?
Your Honor, he does not have anywhere to live currently. He's trying to find a shelter. Even if he is put on pretrial, he could be put on pretrial without an address because there is a remedy in place that if he fails to abide by pretrial, there'll be a warrant, he'll be picked up.
Judge, I'm going to object.
Let's come back to Mr. McKeon. Have a seat, Mr. McKeon.
Thank you.
See if he's got a phone number of anybody we can call for him.
He does not, Your Honor.
Okay, I gotta think. Brendan Jones.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr.
President
Jones.
Maine, Your Honor.
You were charged with failing to appear on case number 17-1445 MM10A. Your bond is the amount of $500. I find probable cause, and $500 will get you out of jail. Thank you, sir.
Your Honor,
Your
Mr.
status
Jones.
is on May 4th, so you can go before
Mr. Jones cannot have. Go ahead, Your Honor. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm talking over you, sir. I forgot to tell you, Mr. Jones has a status on May the 4th, so you'll be going before a judge, I think, Thursday.
Judge,
Your Honor, Mr. Jones can't afford any monetary bond. He's also working on finding himself a shelter. I would ask for him to be released, or actually, no, I know you can't change the bond. That's fine.
Yeah, he missed court.
I would ask you, if there's any way for him to resolve the case today.
He missed court. I'll see him May 4th. To me, if the judge has set a status, then, you know, I'm not going to disturb that. He'll see his judge on May the 4th.
Thank you.
Coyote Row, R-O-W.
That's North Broward, Your Honor.
North Broward.
That's North Broward, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Rowe. You are charged with missing court, sir. You have a capias in the amount of $2,500. Your bond is $2,500, and you will be going to court on May the 3rd. Thank you, Mr. Rowe.
Judge, just to let the court know, he has a pending case in Judge Pohl if Your Honor wants to sua sponte revoke his bond.
No, I'll let Judge Pohl do it. Well, yeah. I would just, Mr. Rowe, you've also got a case, a misdemeanor. Well, is it the same one as this? Because this is an MM.
It's not. It's 16010320 MM10A.
Okay. Say it again.
16010320.
20 MM10A. That's Judge Pohl. I'm going to revoke your bond in this case that you have with Judge Pohl. But my hope is that all of them get consolidated and this gets handled as well on May the 3rd. Let me see, which one's the lowest case number? No, the lower one is the capias that was issued.
May 3rd, right, Your Honor?
Yes, sir. I'm going to try to get them all. You've got two different judges, but they're all misdemeanors. So
I hear this. So just go.
Yes, sir. You can go.
Okay.
Is there some way we can note that these cases should be consolidated before one judge, so they're all
in front of Pohl.
Oh, they are. Okay. Great. Okay. Noah Seithamer.
Morning. President Maine, Your Honor.
Yes, okay. Good morning, Mr. Seithamer. You are charged with battery, disorderly intoxication, and trespass in a structure. I find probable cause. I set your bond on the battery at $1,000, and you have an ROR on the DOC and the trespass. I order that you have no contact with Maria Vargas or Prosper Ermilus, E-R-M-I-L-U-S. These are both employees of Publix and that should not return to Publix. Your bond, sir, is $1,000.
Your Honor, if I may ask for Mr. Seithamer to be placed on pretrial release. He's unable to post a monetary bond. He is staying with friends, so he would have an address to give pretrial.
No, that is denied.
Thank you.
Glendon Jackson. Bonded. Okay, thank you. Pernell Atwell. Pernell Atwell, ATW.
President Maine, Your Honor.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Atwell. You're charged with failing to register a motor vehicle, careless driving, and failure to provide proof of liability, security. I think that's insurance. Your bond is $25. You're ROR'd on the other counts. I'm happy to place you on pretrial release, but I don't want you driving. You cannot drive that car.
Your Honor, he cannot afford the monetary bond, so if
Right.
we could release him on
I'm
pretrial.
trying to get him on to pretrial. Can you take a look at?
Once again, Your Honor, your discretion, it's $25, Mr. Atwell, right?
Right, Mr. Atwell. Okay, I'm over your objection. I want Mr. Atwell on pretrial release. Mr. Atwell, you've got a place to live, right?
Yes, Your Honor. Just tell the judge.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You're gonna have.
Mr. Atwell, I think you might have a valid DL, but I don't think you're up to drive it. I think you need to quit driving. I think you need to get a ride. You definitely shouldn't be driving this vehicle you were in because it's not registered and it doesn't have insurance.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You know what? The last time you took a driving test was 2010. I thought you had to get a new driver license. It's good till I want you to take another driver's test. Okay? I can't hear you. Your lawyer keeps cutting us off. We're trying to have a relationship here, and he won't let us.
Yes, ma'am. I hear you.
Can you go take another test?
Yes, ma'am. I guess so.
Yeah, let's go. Let's have you take another test. That's a condition of your PTR. Yes. That's pretty quick. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I want you to make an appointment with DMV to take another test within 7 days. You know where they are, right? They're up there on 19th?
No, they're not there no more, ma'am.
They aren't? Okay.
No, ma'am.
All right, well, you know more than me then.
Yeah.
Since you know... Since you know where they are, I want you to go take the test. And I think you need to start getting rides or something, or learn the bus route, because you're going to be my friend for a while if you keep driving.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir. I'm ordering you to be on pretrial release and get this license situation straightened out and no driving. Figure out how to get around, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You want that back? Keith Roy Paris.
Bonded, Your Honor.
Awesome. William Goldsby.
President Maine, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Goldsby, you are charged with trespass, which I find probable cause, possession of cannabis, which I find probable cause, 2 misdemeanor capiases, and 2 traffic capiases. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance as to the trespass, as to the possession of cannabis, but the capiases, you have a $3,500 bond, and you're going before the judge for status conference on May the 3rd. Thank you, sir. I said release ROR.
It looks like it's 4,500, Judge.
4,500. I'm sorry, I can't count very well. Luckily, we have a state attorney that can count. That's why my parents sent me to law school. Okay, Mr. Harvey Nikhil. Nikhil Harvey, I apologize.
Who?
President, Your Honor.
Mr.
Approaching.
Nikhil. Mr. Nikhil, you are charged with exposing your sex organs in public. I find probable cause, which is a low burden, and your bond on that is $100. Thank you, sir. Mr. Salas.
Salas is a medical reset, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, sir. Mr. Jarrell Hyacinth, Hyacinthe.
Your Honor, he's here. He's in the room, but he's refusing to stand in front of the camera for you.
Okay, fine.
But he can hear everything you say.
Okay.
He can hear everything you say.
Mr. Hyacinth, you're charged with trespassing. I do find probable cause. Your bond is $25. Thank you, sir. Shane
Okay, thank you,
Garvey.
Judge.
Conte, Your Honor.
Shane Garvey.
Conte, Your Honor.
I'm hearing something.
Conti.
Conti, I'm sorry. Good morning, Mr. Garvey. You are charged with violating your probation. I do find probable cause. Your hearing is May 3rd at 8:30. Christopher Lilly.
President Maine, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Lilly, you are charged with violating probation. I do find probable cause. Your hearing is May 8th at 8:45 a.m. Ernest McLemore.
President Maine.
Mr. McLemore, you are charged with violating your probation. I do find probable cause. Your hearing is May 3rd at 9 o'clock.
Thank you.
Xavier Permenter. Xavier Permenter.
President, Your Honor.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Permenter. You're charged with grand theft of an automobile. I do find probable cause. Your bond is $5,000. You are to be placed on electronic monitor. You can only leave to go to work.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Pending felony cases.
There you go.
Double check from the day before, Your Honor.
Okay.
I don't know if the state has this information as well.
What was
that?
what?
Mr. Permenter has 3 other pending felony cases. If that's correct, I am sua sponte revoking the bond on those other 3 cases based on this new arrest.
Yes, Judge, he does, and Judge Bailey.
No, forget pretrial. I'm gonna make the bond $50,000. That's correct.
And Judge, he also has he has 4 cases, actually. 1 is unfiled, though.
Okay. Can I go to the next guy?
You can, because I'm going to do 4 orders. It'll take a little bit.
All right. Rickson Emmanuel.
President Maine, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Emmanuel, good morning. You are charged with violation of probation, obstruction by disguise. Your bond on the obstruction by disguise is $100. You are on a no bond hold on case number 15-13507 CF10A, and your hearing will take place on May the 3rd at 8:30 a.m. before the judge whose probation you are on. Lefferson Breville.
President Maine, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Breville, you are charged with resisting without violence. Your bond on that is $100. You also will, I believe, remain here. You will remain in custody for your juvenile detention orders. You have order to remain on 16-1388DL. I believe those are most likely some sort of probation that you're on in juvenile court. Caleb Wilson.
President Maine, Your Honor.
Mr. Wilson, you are charged with grand theft auto, operating without a valid DL, reckless driving. Your bond on the grand theft auto is $1,000, and you are ROR'd, I believe, on the traffic. So your bond is $1,000. I do find probable cause on the grand theft auto.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Devin Johnson. You are.
That would be North Broward, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, Mr. Johnson. You were charged with...
Good morning, man. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you, sir. You're charged with burglary of a car, an automobile, or a vehicle, grand theft auto, resisting without violence, and then 3 misdemeanor capiouses. Your bond is $2,500 on the burglary of the auto, $1,000 on the grand theft auto, $100 on the resisting, and then $500 on each of the capiouses. You do have a status conference May the 8th at 11 o'clock a.m. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
John Howard.
President Maine, Your Honor.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, North. Yeah.
North Broward. Thank you.
No,
Mr. Maine. Okay, Mr. Howard, good morning. You're charged with violation of probation. I do find probable cause, and your hearing is May the 3rd at 9 o'clock. Tony Lott.
President Maine, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Lott. You're charged with violation of probation and 2 misdemeanor capiouses. I do find probable cause. Your violation of probation first hearing is May 3rd at 8:45.
Thank you.
Jeffrey Thacker.
A medical reset, Your Honor.
Okay. Yale Hirsch.
North Broward, Your Honor, that's a medical reset.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
LaMarcus Brown. Thacker's a medical
President
reset.
Maine.
LaMarcus Brown. Good morning, Mr.
President
Brown.
Maine.
You're charged with violation of probation, burglary of an unoccupied conveyance, 2 counts, and burglary of an unoccupied conveyance, a 3rd count. Your probation bond is $100. The burglary count are $2,500 each.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Edwin Mabra.
North Broward, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Mabra, good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma'am.
You are charged with possession of cocaine. I do find probable cause. Your bond on that is $1,000, and you are also capious on a grand theft auto charge, case number 15-16177 CF10A, for which you have a status conference on May the 9th. Dennis Sanjay.
Bonded, Your Honor.
Omar Khan.
How you doing today, Your Honor?
Present, Your Honor, in Maine.
Maine. Good morning, Mr. Khan. You are charged with possession of cocaine, possession of alprazolam, possession of amphetamine, and possession of drug paraphernalia for which I do find probable cause. Your bond is $3,100. You have a status conference on May the 3rd at 8:30 a.m.
Your Honor, is there any way we could put Mr. Khan on pretrial release? He is unable to post any monetary bond.
I'll let the judge deal with that on May the 3rd. Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you going to take? Did you want to take? Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Michael Brinson.
President Maine, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Brinson. You are charged with grand theft. I do find probable cause, and your bond is $1,000.
Your Honor, Mr. Brinson is unable to afford any monetary bond. I would ask for a non-monetary release for Mr. Brinson.
That's denied. Jacques Bush.
President Maine.
Mr. Bush, you are charged with giving a false identification to a law enforcement officer. You're capious on a misdemeanor, and you have a felony violation of probation. Your bond on the, I'm revoking any bond on the giving false identification to the law enforcement officer based on your violation. No, I can't do that. Your bond on the false identification is $100. However, you are going before the judge on a no bond hold for your violation of probation on May the 9th at 1:30. I'm sorry, May the 8th at 8:45 a.m. And on the misdemeanor, you will be going before the judge on May the 9th at 1:30. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Christopher Richard.
President Maine, Your Honor.
Mr. Richard, good morning. You are charged with strong arm robbery, grand theft, unlawful possession of another's identification, illegal use of a credit card. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 counts of that, and then another strong arm robbery. You will be going before the judge on these cases on May the 3rd at 8:30. Tell me again. I apologize. I didn't even have 10 counts. I had 8. Oh. Battery, misdemeanor battery, and unlawful possession of a personal identification of another. Count 10 should be theft with a credit card, use or loss of a stolen credit card. Okay. Are these change of charge warrants, or what is this count, state?
I'm sorry, Judge?
Oh, this is, okay. This is a juvenile case that's being filed in adult? What's going on with this?
It looks like, let me see. He has 2 pending cases.
Oh, it's a direct file.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, direct filed, and it's on 174985 and 174986, both in Judge Robinson.
So I'm showing as to count 1. Is this an ROR? What is going? It's a bondable offense, right? It's a strong arm.
Correct.
And 8 is a bondable offense. So I need to set bond on those?
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to set bond in the amount of $5,000 on count 1, the strong arm robbery, and I'll set bond in the amount of $5,000 on count 8, another strong arm robbery, and the bond on count 10, which is listed as unlawful use of another's credit card, should be theft of a credit card. Was that correct? Yes. Okay, so on that I'll leave the bond at $100. And Mr. Richard, you will be going before your judge on May the 3rd at 8:30 a.m.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thank you. I need to sign both pages. Okay. David King.
President Maine.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, Mr. King. You are charged with grand theft and fraudulent use of ID of another person without consent. I do find probable cause. Your bond is $2,000. Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, Mr. King's unable to afford any monetary bond. He believes he spoke to pretrial this morning. Is he eligible for pretrial release?
Spoke to his mother, Ms. Juanita. She said she's able to post the bond if the bond is low, but it's up to judge's discretion. But his address has been verified.
Okay. What kind of history does Mr. King have?
Mr. King, let me tell you right now. He has grand theft, traffic, all traffic, and a grand theft.
Okay. Mr. King, I'm going to lower your bond to $1,000. ROR you on count 2. Okay, sir?
Your Honor, the problem is that the only person he has is his 82-year-old mother, who's unable to afford anything, and she can't come down to meet a bondsman or post bond.
Okay,
but he's reporting to me that she can't afford any monetary bond, and he can't either.
Let's put him on pretrial release.
With bond, so bond and pretrial?
No, I'm just going to ROR him, PTR.
Any stipulations, Your Honor? Just standard
No,
pretrial?
just standard.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. King, you're going to be on pretrial release, all right, sir?
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Kenneth Reed. Okay. Kwame Phillips.
Read bonded, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
Phillips is present in Maine, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Phillips, you are charged with violation of probation. I find probable cause. You have a hearing on May the 3rd at 9 o'clock. Okay, sir?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Dalrymple, Zachary.
Present in Maine, Your Honor.
Mr. Dalrymple, you are charged with violation of probation in 2 different cases, 15-2218 and 14-15273. Your bond is $1,000, $500 on each count, and you have a hearing on May the 3rd at 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Javade Dawkins.
Present in Maine.
Mr. Dawkins, you're charged with use or display of a firearm during a felony, delivery of a cannabis within 1,000 feet of a place of worship, and possession of cannabis over 20 grams. I'm not so sure about the, what does the state say about the displaying of the gun during the felony? This is a stop. Did you take a look at this, counsel in Maine? This is a
I
stop
did not look at it. I would defer to my counsel in the courthouse, Your Honor.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that this was a stop, but I didn't see where the gun was actually displayed. I saw the police officer, help me if I'm wrong, I went over a lot of these this morning, but I saw where the police officer went looking through the car and came across the gun. Subject was ordered to stop resisting. Firearm was recovered in the waistband. Oh, he had it on his person, but he had to go looking. I can't remember what the case law is on that, whether that's considered displaying.
Judge, can you put it on recall so I can look the statute up?
Yes, I can. We're going to put it on recall, Mr. Dawkins, to take a look at the PC again, see if we can pull in some sort of case law. Zachary Passon.
Present in Maine, Your Honor.
Mr. Patson, you are charged with grand theft. I do find probable cause. Your bond is $1,000. I order also that you have no contact with Eric Weitzma, W-E-I-T-S-M-A, and that you don't go anywhere near Dixie Scaffold, okay? Oh, your girlfriend's going to post your bond. But remember, in addition to your bond, don't go anywhere near Dixie Scaffold, okay? I put it on I put the names on there. Oh, thank you. Stefano Savoli.
Present in Maine, Your Honor.
Mr. Savoli, you are charged with failure to stop or remain at an accident involving serious injury. I find probable cause. Your bond is $5,000, and as to careless driving, that's a traffic matter. Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, Mr. Safoli cannot afford a $5,000 bond. He cares for 2 small children. He lives in Pompano Beach. I would ask for him to be released on non-monetary conditions.
What says PTR on Mr. Savoli?
discretion up to you, Your Honor, honor discretion.
Okay.
Type of charge.
Mr. Savoli, I'm going to release you to pretrial release. You're going to be on electronic monitor. You're not allowed to go anywhere but work. If you have issues with child care, you need to bring them before your judge so that your judge can determine what those issues are.
One moment, Your Honor, I just want to look at his history. 'Cause
Okay.
the notation on top said multiple federal convictions. I think that's one of the reasons.
Yeah.
Also, we didn't look at him. He was on one of them.
Take your time.
Looking at the recent.
State, do you have anything on Mr. Savoli?
Judge, I just have the Florida priors.
That is out of state.
How long have you lived in Florida, Mr. Savoli?
45 years.
These are old charges.
Okay.
There are federal charges, like 1983, 86,
Okay.
and all charges.
Okay, so Mr. Savoli, you're going to be on electronic monitor. You're not allowed to go anywhere but work and home. Are you working, sir?
Yes.
Okay. If you have child care issues that need to be addressed, I encourage you to go before your judge regarding those issues.
I take them to the bus stop, so it doesn't matter.
On the way to work? On the way to work?
Yes.
Okay, on the way
Yes.
to work? Okay.
And then I pick them up at 5 at the bus stop.
On the way home from work?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I'll let you do that.
All right.
Pick up, drop off and pick up your kids at the bus stop.
You will discuss all of his,
Right, you're gonna tell your pretrial officer everywhere you go, and they can tell, that these monitors can tell which side of a room you're in. So you don't wanna mess with it.
No,
Okay?
no problem.
All right, thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
and no monetary, right, Your Honor?
No monetary. Philip Welch? No, I'm sorry, Jamel DeCozy.
President Maine, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. DeCozy, you're charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. I do find probable cause. Your bond is $2,500, and you were to have no contact whatsoever with Brent Serrano. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Philip Welch.
You're good. President Maine, Your Honor.
Mr. Welch, you're charged with grand theft and uttering a forged instrument. I do find probable cause. Your bond is $1,000 on each for a total of $2,000.
Your Honor, I have revocation of Mr. Welch. 1 moment.
Your Honor, Mr. Welch cannot afford any monetary bond. He lives with his grandparents in Fort Lauderdale. I would ask for him to be released on non-monetary conditions.
He's currently on pretrial. This new case is a violation of his pretrial. I apologize, Your Honor. Case number 17.
Oh, I got it. 171505 CF10A. The charges there are grand theft and uttering a false instrument. I do revoke your bond, and your bond on each count of 171505 CF10A is now $1,000. So your bond is $1,000 for grand theft, $1,000 for fraud, for uttering a forged instrument, and then same thing, same charges again. Wait a minute, is this the same case?
No, the 171505 is a possession of cocaine.
Oh, I apologize.
And it's not,
So
and it hasn't been filed.
I'm so sorry. I'm not reading this correctly. That's the allegations as to why you have violated your pretrial release on the possession. So on 171505, the possession of cocaine, that bond is now $1,000. And then you still have the $1,000 I just announced on the new case. So $3,000 to get out, sir. Thank you. Have a good day. Weston
Thank
Rice.
President Maine, Your Honor.
Mr. Rice, you okay?
His wife posted a bond with Western Union.
Okay. You have bonded, Mr. Rice.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you, Your Honor.
Robert Horst. Robert Horst.
1021.
He's the
medical reset, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
What was it?
Medical reset. That takes us back to Mr. Dawkins. State, do you have any case law on Mr. Dawkins having a gun in his pocket concealed?
Yes, Judge. I have the statute that he was charged under says, whoever while committing or attempting to commit any felony or while under indictment displays, uses, threatens, or attempts to use any weapon. And I believe the PC indicated that he reached into his, I don't have the exact wording, but the officer said that it indicated he was reaching for something. He didn't know what he had.
No, I don't see that. I see where he says, while doing this, the subject stated that he had his gun on him.
No, right on page 2. He was in fear the subject could be reaching for a weapon. He was reaching up under the dashboard with both hands.
Yeah, he didn't have it under the dashboard. He had it on his person. I find no PC on use display firearm during a felony. I'm
going to ask for 48 hours to perfect, Judge.
All right, I'll give you 48 hours to perfect on that. And then, let's see, then we got the delivery. He's just in his car. Where's the delivery? What is this? Deliver cannabis within 1,000? Where's the delivery? He stops him. Help me, Sam. You see that? He pulls him over. It's a stop. How is there a delivery when it's a stop? He searches the vehicle. So I don't find PC on, I find PC on the possession, but not the delivery. You got 48 hours on that too.
Your Honor, the bond account, when you saying the bond while it's being perfected, because right now.
Yes, I'm RORing him.
Okay.
And I'm RORing him on too. I'll give you 48 hours on that. The possession, yeah. I'm gonna ROR him on. No, I'll give him I'll keep it at 1,000 because it is over 26 grams. Like $1,000 on count 3, ROR on 1 and 2, and 48 hours to perfect because I don't find PC.
Judge, can I readdress the case on page 2?
Well, let me get this McKeon. Is that the one? We'd have to find it, Sam. What is it?
I don't have.
With the, what is? What's the name?
Page 2.
Do you have it?
Judge, I don't have them either.
Do you have the PC?
I know.
Can you approach with the PC? What brings this on?
Just what she said. My conversation with her.
Okay.
It was her house. Her husband, they were getting a divorce. She tried to take him out of the house, and she was the one that called 911.
Right.
And I think the officer noted that in the PC that.
Right. She called. Right. Is there a child involved?
I don't think there's a child involved.
All right. Let me take a look at it. Okay. And Mr. McKeon.
President Maine, Your Honor.
Got no place to go. Got nobody to call. And you're serially getting arrested for petty theft. Does anybody know the items he was attempting? It's got $200 worth of stuff. Do we know what items
I don't have
there were?
the listed.
You're not, you don't, where are you living, Mr. McKeon? Where do you live?
I don't have a place.
Okay, so where do you sleep? At some point you get tired enough to lay down. What do you do?
Down by the beach.
Let's put Mr. McKeon on for tomorrow. Can he just come back tomorrow? Mr. McKeon, are you... My concern, sir, is that you have multiple felonies, misdemeanors. Getting no help. What do you propose, counsel? Did you find it yet? Are you talking about the one you wanted to revisit? You don't. So I didn't handle her yet? No. So I'll handle her tomorrow?
No, you didn't handle it.
Huh, I didn't? I did? Okay.
We did it today. Vanessa Central.
Oh my.
Can I see it?
Well, I'm just the docket. Let me just make sure.
I don't remember her, because I pulled the paperwork to sign.
$2,500. Yes, no contact, $2,500, but the thing is, if you're gonna change something, we don't have her. Did you call the jail? Ask if I could take that.
Judge, I'm gonna ask that it's left. I have no paperwork on it anymore.
Okay, that's fine.
Sure it can. Of course it can. I just want to, I don't want to waste everybody's time. If I could read the PC again and refresh my recollection. Just tell me, I just need to
You
see
can
the
let her
PC.
know.
Thank you. She's a reset from yesterday. I read this. Now I remember. Okay. Do you know what kind of does she have any history? I don't see anything.
Let me,
Oh, it's got an order of pretrial release conditions.
that's the no contact. No.
Oh, that's the non. Okay, I'm sorry. I always mess that up. Okay, Sam's right. We should put her on pretrial.
What, Judge, which case was it?
This is Vanessa Citron. She is going through. You want to read it?
I just don't have any of the PC anymore.
Just take a look. It seems to me that if we reset her from yesterday, she's already been in jail 2 days over.
No, she was on the docket today. Oh, Robert McKeon, she never passed the findings.
Counsel over there with Mr. McKeon.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you all finished discussing this issue?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. McKeon, he claims that he has a job waiting for him on a fishing boat. As of right now, though, he has no money, so any monetary bond he'd be unable to make. It'd be akin to be holding him no bond for right now. He is 66 years old. He wants to either be released on his own recognizance or to resolve the case.
Okay, let's resolve it, Mr. McKeon. Mr. McKeon, I'm willing to resolve it if you do not go back to the Publix. Is it Publix at 100 West Oakland Park Boulevard in Wilton Manors? Can you commit to not going back there ever?
Certainly can.
Okay.
Yes.
I will adjudicate you guilty of petty theft. That means that you could get charged with a felony petty theft if you have 2 or more.
Judge, he has 14 priors, so I'm objecting to resolving it because the state probably is going to upfile it.
Yeah, so basically the situation is if you get arrested and a judge does not resolve your case at magistrates, you're going to probably be upfiled to felony petty theft, which is 5 years in Florida State Prison. Do you understand that, sir?
I do.
You also have a history of contact with the criminal justice system. So is it fair to say that you have the right to remain silent, you have the right to a jury trial, you have the right to have counsel represent you at that trial, you have the right to cross-examine witnesses at the trial, you have the right to appeal the verdict if you're unhappy with the verdict, you have the right to pre-trial discovery, which means motions to suppress if there's any allegation that the police did not honor your constitutional rights during a search or seizure or statement.
I understand.
You're willing to waive all of that as well?
I would be, yes.
Okay, so I'm going to adjudicate you guilty of petty theft, sentence you to time served, and order that you never return to the Publix on Oakland Park Boulevard in Wilton Manors, okay?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Good luck to you, Mr. McKeon.
Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, let's...
Your,
Okay, go ahead.
Your Honor, we're done in Maine, so
Okay.
have a good day.
Well, don't leave yet. We're still...
Okay.
But while you were helping Mr. McKeon, we were thinking of more for you to do. We need Ms. Cintron back. Mr. Perlmutter has pointed out that Ms.
She was North Broward, Your Honor.
Oh, lucky for you. Okay. Then have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Yes, Your
sir.
Honor. Have a good day.
You too.
Judge, just one more thing.
North Broward, we're looking for Vanessa Cintron. Cintron. Is there a chance you can pull her? 5 minutes? Okay, thank you.
Well, I'm not going to redo all of them, so I'm not going
No, to be held, no bond. No bond.
Just right, to be held.
Those are the charges?
Yeah.
Chief, you have an afternoon.
Judge, just one more thing.
You can give me 3 more things. 4 more things. Any more things you want. That's fine.
I have 2 cases that, is that okay? From yesterday. It said medical reset from yesterday, but I don't know if they made the docket or what, but Brittany Knight and Guarda Dauphin.
Sounds like are they both from Maine? Did you happen to have a note? And I'll just talk to Maine.
They didn't make the document, they probably bonded.
That's a good point.
And on Vanessa Citron, there's a no contact?
Yes.
Okay.
Without a doubt. We have that order. It's just that we don't think she can make
We went to go get her now. She'll be here in about 8 minutes or so.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Judge, she's gonna be,
Yeah.
I just want to
Yes, sir. I'll just put it here.
So if these didn't make the docket, just leave them? Probably?
Yes, oh, I'm sorry, yes.
Okay.
You gonna put her any kind of standard bond order?
It could have gone a little faster.
Oh,
What are you talking about? You're excellent.
Was it good? Was it fast?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You see all our faces?
Faster than the average.
If this wasn't, we hadn't waited, you would have probably almost beat the record. Forget who has the record.
Really? I don't know.
No.
North Broward, you know we're waiting on Ms. Cintron, right? North Broward?
Yes, Your Honor. She's on her way.
All right. Thanks, Depp. I just wanted to make sure you didn't forget us over here.
No. Mary, my partner went to go get her.
All right,
It's about 2 football fields away.
Okay. No problem. Thank you, sir.
How big is that place?
It's big. It's where they should have built the new courthouse out there. Be so much easier. Not that I'm complaining. It's nice.
For the record.
Can I just ask like a really dumb question? You know those signs everywhere that say the old courthouse is closed as of May 2nd? It says you cannot enter. Does that mean we can't get out from down there either? Because like I go through here in the mornings to go to the gym, and then I come back in through the. So can I get out through here anymore?
They told pretrial we have to go through the 3rd floor in and out.
Okay, so I mean I thought it's like. Why would you make that big sign that says you cannot enter? Ms. Cintron, good morning.
Yes, ma'am.
I was just speaking to the public defender, and he encouraged me to review your probable cause affidavit again, and I did. And Ms. Cintron, we're going to put you on pretrial release, okay? We're not going to make you pay a bond. Is that all right?
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Now listen, that you're going to have to report to pretrial release, and they'll give you the instructions on how to do that. Thank you. And that doesn't change the fact that you still cannot have any contact with your ex-husband, okay? So my understanding from the police report is that this is your house and your house only. If he's living there for some reason, you can't go back there until he gets out, okay? And
all right.
I don't think you all have any children in common. Is that correct?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so
that's correct.
There's no reason whatsoever for you to have any contact with him. If you are getting a divorce, you go through your lawyers or you set a court hearing and do it that way, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And like I said at the beginning, if he calls you up and he says, "Oh, I want to talk to you," you have to say no.
No.
Okay, so you get that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And he's leaving to Puerto Rico in 2 weeks.
Okay, that's all right. Don't go to Puerto Rico while he's there.
No.
All right.
I'm done.
So you have a wonderful day, and I'm sorry we took up your time, and I wish you all the best. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. All
right.
Bye. No problem. All right. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bob made cookies. Does anybody want a cookie? Going to give you some of Bob. They're.
I was up half the night making them.
Yeah. That's called asking his wife to make them. Don't listen to that. Here we go. Anybody want a cookie? They smell super good. Come on, they're homemade. Come on.
I don't appreciate this, Your Honor.
I know you don't.
I
hear you. I hear you. Just walk up and down that 3 football fields hallway between the old courthouse and the new courthouse.
The white ones are called simple. They look innocent, but they're full of chocolate.
No. Thank you. I'm sorry.
All right, I'll try to get finished earlier tomorrow with the PCs so we can get started. What time is it? 8:30? Does everybody hear? Ready to go?
You'll be here tomorrow, Your Honor?
Yes, Deputy, I will.
8:30, 9 o'clock. Which one?
I get here at 7 and try to read all the arrest reports so we can get through them
Gotcha.
quicker. So as quick as I read them, we'll be on the bench.
Excellent. Okay.
Do me a
Thank
favor,
you. See you
call
tomorrow.
your guys, tell them not to arrest anybody tonight, then we'll all get
Yeah. I try that all the time. Nobody listens to me.
All right, take care.
That's your first time doing magistrate, Honor?
Really?
What are these?
Usually for the first time judges.
I'll take that.
Well,
Thank you.
I've been coming to magistrates for 32 years. I hope I can figure out how to do it.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
One time this is my favorite magistrate story. We used to all pull magistrate duty when I first started at the PD's office. And Judge Herring gets on the bench and he goes, Niffin Jones. He goes, Niffin? What kind of a name is Niffin? Who would call their kid Niffin? He goes, there's no vowels in your name, son. What's the name Niffin? And finally the Herring, he's dead. And finally the bailiff goes, Judge, that stands for no first name.